Welcome, gamers and geeks, to another D&D session. I'm Anthony, I'm the DM. I run games of Dungeons and Dragons on the Games and Geekery Discord server, and today we're on the 60th episode of of City of Gate 2.0. Yay! Would the three of you who are available to play like to introduce your characters?
Dibbsing last.
Dibbsing last.
Alright. Hello, I play Gwendolyn Darkmoon, Rogue Firestorm Drowerat, and ready to see if we have to deal with a god today.
I am Jinrua, the half-elven bard paladin rogue, who also happens to be a werebear. Yeah, fun times.
Lots of stuff. And
yeah.
Yes.
She's got short legs.
Hello, I'm Wilhelm, our artificier and wizard. Predominantly though, just a researcher.
If you are done juggling toddlers.
Yes. Sorry.
What happened last time we played?
Let's see.
I can see almighty notes. I wrote them.
You have them? You have it? Okay.
Yeah, I had
cool.
some notes.
Yay.
I took a page of it.
And go ahead, Wilhelm.
At the Temple of we went to the Temple of Carilathion, the elven deity of art and magic, where we proceeded to get Gwyn enchanted to her brand new Moonblade after a ritual by Wilhelm, which rewrote the original family and wrote it to Gwyn's family. The priest is a dick. I quite literally wrote that in the notes.
Yes. Yes,
all of his priests are dicks because he is a dick. He is a arrogant, egotistical, racist, bigoted.
I feel like there's some underlying.
To be fair,
issues there between you and...
He is the high elf of high elves. So I mean,
every other race in the world is nowhere near as pretty.
Nolan are pretty beautiful.
What now?
Owlin are pretty beautiful.
Owlin, yeah, but Owlin are also fays, so that's okay. That's acceptable. But orcs.
Yeah,
orcs are so ugly that they all deserve to die, according to the high elves.
Yeah.
Then afterwards, we went back to the herbalism shop. Wilhelm broke off quickly and ran to Braziel's to go trade in his vorpal sword that is going to kill him, or was going to kill him. Once the party arrived at the shop, we were instead greeted by 24 Knights of Havana.
Yes.
I didn't put an exact number, but it was a crazy number, and they had
a big chunk of people. Yeah.
They had taken our friends from inside, specifically the shopkeep and a crazy necromancer that rents a room there, I guess. They had taken both out and had them on their knees in a position suggesting they would kill them if the party did not cooperate. After a discussion gone not discussion, it just turned into a brawl in the street.
Yeah.
The party proceeded to kill 3 of them within 2 turns, at which point one of the knights suddenly became not himself, and in his place stood the image of Havana, who offered instead for the party to come with his knights and meet at his home beyond the wall to just talk, because he did not like the way that the party was cleaning up gates and making it an actual decent place to live. He's like, no, you guys can't be doing that. Come with me, please. The party agreed to meet.
Let's talk terms. Yes.
Yes, let's talk terms so you don't keep killing my people. Agreeing to this only if the party could take a short rest. We agreed, and proceeded, or long rest. Sorry, yeah, not short, long rest.
Yeah.
We, the party agreed, and we then went inside Kiori's shop, where I threw up Wilhelm's beautiful mansion, and we threw it up all over her wall.
Yes, you summon the Magnificent Mansion.
Then
I'm
let's
hoping
see
you
here.
didn't
Page,
vomit it into existence, because that would be gross.
No. Page 2. We learned some information on dragons from the silver dragon that has been accompanying us, who did revert to his actual form within the mansion. A massive, towering, ancient silver dragon, of course, who would be willing to teach Wilhelm spells, which he's excited about. And we did find the fate of. Oh yes, I did. His name is in my actual character sheet. I did write his name.
Oh, you got his original name. Awesome.
But I do believe that was everything. Then we did get the fate of the Rod of Lordly Might Wilhelm has and the Moonblade. The Rod of Lordly Might was hilarious.
Yeah.
That it is destined to become the property of the mighty Montezuma. Yes.
Oh, and also Gwen had a bit of a midlife crisis.
Oh yes, Gwen started drinking profusely in Wilhelm's training room / research lounge. He returned from going to get something, and Gwen was just on the floor, bawling her eyes out.
What triggered that, Gwen?
After hearing the story from the dragon did
Legend lore on the Moonblade.
Yeah.
but Gwen is doing better. Like after in the roleplay chat, she found out I might kill people, but I'm killing bad people, so I'm gonna be happy and I'm gonna go paint.
Yeah, turns out the Moonblade's previous bearers were a little bloodthirsty.
Yeah.
Perfect sword for Gwen.
Yeah.
We're just gonna aim that bloodthirstiness towards who deserves it.
Sounds good.
But who are you to arbitrarily decide who deserves life?
Someone as arrogant, somebody as arrogant as the High Elves. And
That's gonna be a case by case basis, and
the sword might have an opinion or two.
Fair.
I'm sure it is.
But hey, at least one of the people that was one of the owners was a monster hunter, so at least that's nice.
Yep.
Doesn't have any problems with undead.
I know what we could be leaving Kiori doing. There's a reason why she's not
Absent
with us.
Yeah.
She could have started the hour-long ritual.
The ritual for what?
True resurrection.
Oh.
Because one of the things we were going to after our long rest was she was thinking it was going to possibly prepare true resurrection and bring back Jamila's mentor.
Right. So you're leaving the ring with her so that she can do that?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yep.
Alrighty. So you're gonna bring the original, the paladin version rather than the vampire version. Yeah?
Yep.
Yep.
That's the plan, I do believe.
Cool. Yep, that makes sense. That she can be prepping for that. Anything in particular the rest of you would be doing that morning in preparation for going to parley with Havana?
Jamil would go around being like, Glenn, make sure you have plenty of arrows, keep your blade sharp, Wilhelm, please tell me you have a wide variety of spells prepared. We don't know what we might wind up needing. Oh God, why are we doing this?
Because we have to look at stuff that's not violence all the time. And this is an alternate option.
That, and he might actually decide to send a fireball on this shop if we decline or hide from him, I guess. Would you guys say 29 arrows is good? Or should I grab more?
More just to be safe. If we have to fight, he sent 24 people after us last time. We should probably double up.
Yeah, okay, I guess I'll just like sneak off and just buy some arrows. And also, I guess a special thing that Gwen is doing, that she's taking her soul trinkets that she has, and she's turning them into, I guess, replicas of what the amulets that those guards were wearing, just in case.
The ones that they were offering?
Yeah, so that if we're offered, then Gwen can at least, and the party can try to, I guess, sleight of hand.
And put on the fake
those on rather
than...
than...
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. Can you do... I know this is ridiculous and you really shouldn't really need to do it, but can you roll stealth? Since you are trying to sneak away without being spotted by any of the Havanan guards.
We probably only have like an hour after waking up, because we did tell him it'd be like an 8 to 10 hour rest, so just as a heads up.
Yeah, they'll be out there waiting for you, so... But yeah, you...
Right before we...
Go on.
Sorry, no, you first.
Well, if you want to do something before Gwyn leaves, bring it up.
It'd just be for Wilhelm. He wouldn't be able to help her with anything. I don't have any support magic right now.
Okay, cool. Then she manages to sneak past the knights without being seen. To go get some additional arrows, which she can probably steal from any shop that has them without being noticed at all.
Yeah, I think she'll just do that.
If you feel guilty about it, you could leave some coins behind.
Yeah, I'll leave some coins and just take arrows and have no one notice.
Already. What is...
How much for that, baby? Oh, sorry.
1 gold equals 20 arrows.
Okay. Okay, let's make it 2 sets of arrows, so I'll have...
Alright. Well, 20 fills a quiver, so...
I have the,
oh yeah,
what's that special quiver?
Yeah, you got that magic quiver, don't you? Yeah, cool.
Yeah, the effective quiver.
Yeah, whichever one it is, the one that holds 60 arrows.
The efficient quiver is what you put on here. Yep. That works. Okay, what's Wilhelm doing?
I reckon he will just probably just talk to the dragon a bit before he leave, or before we leave. Just general talking.
What do you want to? What particular?
Oh, probably just about magic, magic and knowledge that the dragon has, because he knows this dragon's definitely seen some stuff, and he's excited about it.
Okay. Well, the dragon is going to explain that that magic is the life's blood of the world itself. At least, when concentrated, it becomes magic. But in its natural form, it is the life energy that pervades everything. There are some worlds that don't have sufficient life source to be able to focus into magic, but this world, and others like it, have a sufficient profusion of life energy where it can be thrown around as magic without depleting the life of the world too much. Though it has been suggested that the reason that the existence of the negative plane and the presence of undead is a consequence of so much magic being drawn from a place that it becomes negative. There are some that believe that the negative plane wasn't always so, and that it is the result of a world being sacrificed so that this one might have magic.
Oh.
This magic, in fact, has so much of a surplus of life energy that it crystallizes into life glass and other lesser gems. Someone who has truly been able to... there hasn't been much need for it, but if anyone were to find themselves low on magical energy, they might find themselves able to draw life energy from a living creature and reshape it into magical power.
Okay, Anthony, player question. Is he suggesting in a way that there's a way to literally drain the magical life out of somebody and just refuel myself?
Yes.
Oh! Huh! Okay. Yeah, Wilhelm is writing, like, furiously in his notes.
Of course, such an act would be evil.
Oh, yeah, super evil. Oh, God, yeah, no. My line of thinking is, if it works on people, since gemstones house a similar energy, is there a way he could, like, in essence, like, drink the pure magic from a life glass crystal for the similar effect?
Doing so with life glass would be dangerous, but lesser gems, absolutely. In fact, the race of gnomes...
Have a good day.
Sorry?
No, you're good. Sorry, I was dropping my roommate off at work. What were you saying?
In fact, the race of gnomes is said to have been crafted from such magical gems.
Ah, okay. So don't try it with life glass unless we're, like, on death's door. But, like, if I hear, like, I don't have any gems, do I? I don't
Rubies,
think so.
diamonds, sapphires each contain different flavors of magical energy.
Oh, so, like, each, like, flavor would probably go similar to a school of magic.
Life glass is raw power.
Yeah, life glass is raw, like, just...
Pure magical energy.
Yeah.
Whilst each of the gemstones contains a different frequency of magical power.
A good indication of this is, of course, the Helm of Brilliance and its gemstones casting spells.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's just what I was thinking. It's like, oh my god. Yeah, Wilhelm is, like, in his notes, even trying to, like, rough draft a chart of which gems would be the best to experiment on this with.
Well,
diamonds would probably be the best, I reckon.
Well, the diamonds are usually associated with healing energy. That's why they're used for returning people to life.
A lot. Do a history check?
Do a history check, yeah.
Okay. I don't have expertise in that, sadly, but that is still a... Is there any way that could be an Arcana check?
Sure, yeah, because it's...
Yes.
Yeah, it's related. It's what you know about magical stuff. So yes, the Helm of Brilliance is like Jeff said, it's a perfect example. The gemstone in a Helm of Brilliance, the opal, for example, can be used to cast the daylight spell. So obviously that contains radiant energy. The fire opal contains fireball, which is fire energy. Prismatic spray from the diamond, because of again, a ruby is a wall of fire spell. Likewise, by extension, it's you can posit that a green gemstone might have some sort of poisonous or acidic effect. Well, sorry, more likely poison, whilst the black ones would probably be an acidic effect. The blue ones would likely have some sort of lightning charge, etc., etc.
Okay.
Assu-
There's so many ideas.
Assuming that they align with the colors of the chromatic dragons, of course. There's also the equally actually.
Or they could line up with the the gem dragons and make it a lot more complex.
Oh yeah, but there haven't been any gem dragons. Well, there hasn't been any dragons of any kind publicly seen, like publicly acknowledged for centuries. Even the chromatics and the silver dragon has never revealed himself in public until he met you guys.
Yeah, which
the dragons are considered believed to be extinct, and even when the dragons were around, gem dragons are from a different dimension.
Yeah, they're like whole side. Yeah, they get a little wonky.
Mm-hmm.
Only reason Wilhelm would probably even know of any of us, I think there's like one that lives in the Feywild.
Very likely. They're literally
like
otherworldly.
Type.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're.
But,
okay.
Yes.
Yeah, Wilhelm is his notes are just the page of notes he's written on this subject is getting progressively longer than a page.
Okay. So.
We haven't seen anyone do that, have we, Anthony? Just like draw raw energy from something?
No, you have not seen anybody use lycomancy.
Oh my god. He's got to try it. I feel like a little kid in a candy shop.
But it is, yeah. Well, technically, I suppose you kind of have, because actually, do me another Arcana check to see if this occurs to you, or Insight, in fact. Let's do Insight. Actually, make this harder.
Yeah, Insight's gonna be a pain. It's not very high. It's only like a plus 8, I think. Yeah. Oh my god.
I believe in you. Come on. 17. Okay. You have suspicions that Havana uses, to a lesser degree, this effect to keep his people diminished, and also empower himself.
So Havana uses it more on the negative spectrum, where he drains it from people to help weaken them, strengthen himself, and stop them from being too disruptive.
To keep them compliant, yes. But he also encourages them to worship him. And the power, the feedback loop allows him to, gives him the power to protect them and guide them and control them. You know.
Oh man. Guys, we've got to go get some gemstones, and we need to give Wilhelm like 24 hours in a room alone.
It took Hans several lifetimes to figure this out. So like Barbie dolls? What?
Well, Wilhelm's not going to do it with people, so he's kind of hoping a gym will be a little bit easier. And hopefully his origins being from a plane that's strong in natural magic will make it a little bit easier for him to withdraw natural magic from gemstones and such.
Mm-hmm. Alright, I think Toby needs to go out. I'll be right back, okay?
Alrighty.
What is it like?
Folks, this suggests I can start slinging spells from gems. I'm excited. be a new level of chaos being brought about.
Alrighty then. Havana controls his people like how girls do with Barbies. Right. Yes. A little bit. He's playing The Sims. What is Genrilla doing with their downtime to prepare for this ambassadorial? Sims are a better metaphor. Yeah, maybe. Jeff? Maybe he's off there being doing daddy things.
Yeah.
But anyway, you've acquired some arrows and snuck back.
Yeah.
Unless there's anything else that you wanted to get from the city while you were out.
Can't think of anything.
Yeah. Yes, this is a different timeline. It's also much earlier in the timeline than any of the other campaigns, and technically, this is taking place in the Enveron universe. The city of Gate that they're in is a simulation rather than.
I guess I'll just roll to see if I can sneak back in.
Yep. Hence the 2.0 thing. 34.
That's ridiculous. Stealth.
That is indeed.
Both
you're
of my
back.
portents are the same numbers. This is so dumb.
What are you rolling there, Wilhelm?
My portents, and they came out to be the
9.
same number.
Your portents are 9. So, what is Genrilla up to?
Sharpening her sword, polishing her armor, saying a prayer.
Probably donning your armor with help, right?
Yeah, and donning.
With help from Kiori or Devon.
Yeah, somebody.
Yeah, there we go. There we go.
Yeah, we got a few people not actively doing stuff.
That would be Divination Wizard.
Indeed. What subclass is the portent ability is the Divination Wizard.
I was going to be a Necromancer at first, and I looked at them and they're boring.
Yeah, they can be.
Unless paired nicely with a Oathbreaker Paladin.
Fair. I don't know. I think Divination's definitely come out to be probably my favorite wizard subclass from the ones I've seen and experimented with.
Yeah.
Good, Rotomancer. Sorry, Anthony.
If you don't want to be a wizard, you can get a similar effect with the Lucky Feet.
I also have.
Which you also have.
I also have Silvery Barbs.
You're just stacking up those re-rolls.
Someone asked me, they're like, "Do you just ever let a roll happen?" I was like, "Actually, a lot, yeah."
You should have been a halfling too, so you'd have halfling luck.
God, no, Owlins are my first ever time playing a flying class. Owlins are great.
Yeah, they are. I don't blame you. Anywho.
Besides, I only play beast folk. The exception is Thrax.
Fair. So, once Gwendolyn has returned with her arrows, and Genrilla's armor is fitted and polished, and her sword is wetted, and Wilhelm has been thoroughly mind blown.
Oh yeah, he's excited. He's smiling the whole time, like rubbing his hands together, like so many ideas.
Be careful.
I will. I don't plan on doing anything dumb. Just knowing that that's a possibility is, well, intriguing to say the least. I don't care about the people aspect, but being able to use it straight from gems is something I did not even think possible.
You should talk to artificers sometimes.
You would be surprised. I am also one of those.
How does one craft a magic item?
Oh, you are very correct. To be fair, I don't always use gemstones, though.
What do you use?
He's gonna open Solomon's chest. Like there's like a slide thing there. He's gonna open it, and inside, suspended, is actually one of Wilhelm's feathers.
You draw your own power into the magic
In
item.
certain ones, Solomon is sort of like a child to me, like my son. So part of me exists within him.
You shared some of your own energy, albeit unconsciously, using the feather as a token, a metaphorical object to contain it.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the feather itself does not have the properties necessary to hold magic or even life energy indefinitely.
No, but I plan to change Solomon when I get the resources, so he can hold on indefinitely. But
in the meantime, you continue to care for him and thereby lend more energy to him to recharge, as it were,
yes.
his living battery. That is a transfer of energy into magic that you've been doing already on a subconscious level.
I'm not gonna lie. Wilhelm definitely smacks himself back onto the floor for not realizing that sooner. Stands up, jumps. I'm a fucking idiot! Then he's going to shut Solomon carefully so the feather doesn't fly around, and then pick him up and just give him a big ol' hug without crushing him.
There are many things that we do that we don't realize it is that we're doing them until we have spent long years studying our own patterns of behavior.
You, Dragon, are a very beautiful soul for this. I did not even think about it. Thank you so much.
Perhaps. But in the meantime, I believe your friends are awaiting you.
Yes, I must go. The mansion will be here for roughly 16 more hours, and there's enough food in there to feed 100 people. So, chow down,
I shall be
Have
sure
fun.
to be in humanoid form once again when the time is up. Alright. So you're meeting up with Generella and Gwen?
I cannot believe I didn't even realize that that's actually what Wilhelm has been doing.
Don't worry about it. It's... Yes. My brain puts things together. To be fair, it was also part of the lore of my setting before I even started using D&D. But, yeah. Go ahead. What do you do when you are when you return to the herbalism shop and see Generilla and Gwendolyn preparing?
He's just been inside, just like, sorry guys, I was nerding out. All right, let's go.
No, it's okay. Before we go, I have something for you too.
Yes.
Gwen takes out like 2 necklaces that look similar to, I guess, the ones that the guards were wearing.
Mm-hmm.
They're just for aesthetic, and hopefully they won't notice if they do try to put necklaces on us. Should maybe be able to trick them.
Okay. I'll put it in my pocket, but I'd rather not wear it. If I'm sure you understand, I don't trust these things.
It's not an actual amulet of
It's not an actual one, yes, but he doesn't know we have these, does he?
Sorry?
But Havana doesn't know we have these, right? Like Gwen made him using one of her tricks.
Yeah, Gwyn made them using her one of her rogue abilities to... Basically, when somebody dies near her, she can crystallize some of the energy, some of their life energy, into a soul trinket. And she can choose what form those tokens of the departed take.
Okay, that's actually super cool.
Mm-hmm.
But
so she's also been doing lycomancy without realizing it.
Wilhelm will still hide it for right now, just because Havana thinks we don't have any, and if he just keeps thinking we don't have any, if he tries to give us a fake one, we can just, it's on.
That's perfect. Yeah, you can palm it and pretend to be taking the amulet of Havana when in fact you're putting on this soul trinket facsimile instead.
The soul stealing greatsword, or the what do we call it? The sword of brass is in Wilhelm's big bag, so they don't know he has it. So he just looks like a defenseless wizard again.
Fair enough.
Little do they know he could probably throw half of him halfway across town, but that's okay. He's still a defenseless wizard. Oh, also mage armor.
All right.
I think that puts Macy back up to Macy's at 16.
Sorry, I'm watching the dog turn a towel into a nest.
That's always a funny thing to watch.
So.
No.
So you're going to join the awaiting honor guard outside and head to Havana?
Sure.
Alright, we should.
Oh.
Anything else I can prep that lasts like 8 hours? Nope, I don't think so. Okay, yep.
Still use the soul trinkets
No.
if they're not on my person. Fair enough. So yeah. Yes. So you're marching through town accompanied by, let's say, 6 Knights of Havana. People that are waiting in line to go through the gate are very quickly start gossiping amongst themselves about what all this is about. Like, why you're getting a personal escort to the head of the line. They don't think it's fair. Some of them even start throwing like rotten fruit at you.
Just no reaction from Wilhelm. He understands why they're here, and he understands why the people have been waiting. But
yes,
he just.
The protests get even louder as you're brought to the gate. And the gate is opened for you. And you step through. Escorted.
Question.
Go on.
When we step through, does it feel like we're changing dimensions? Like, does it feel like when Wilhelm jumped over to a different plane of existence? Sorry, not dimensions, but like plane. Does it feel like we did like a plane shift at all? Or are we still like on our native plane?
It feels different. As you pass from Coal City, where you've had this overwhelming and pervasive feeling of depression and oppression and just a generally gloomy and hopeless place. Passing over into Havana, it feels like walking into... Yeah, passing from darkness into light. You've swung from depression into joy. There's the sky is bright above you. The meadows that you can see stretching off into the distance are a lush, beautiful green. The flowers are bright and their colours pop. It's not quite as vibrant as the Feywild, but it's pretty close. Does that make sense?
Yes. I just wanted to make sure like it didn't feel like he had like a small pocket dimension we just walked into. Or a pocket plane we walked into or something.
No. It's not a portal. It's not a dimensional gate.
Gotta be careful with these people, you know.
What are you humming there, Generilla?
Travel music?
Travel music, okay.
Fair.
You do see
Solomon is drawing stuff.
There are a few buildings close to the gate that seem to be patrolled.
Like guardhouses?
Yeah, guardhouses. You don't see much sign of guards beyond, though. Like past these guard buildings, the scene is idyllic, beautiful, pastoral. What's the roll for there, Generilla?
Performance on travel music?
Oh, okay. I don't know what you're doing if you don't tell me. Anyway.
Anthony, when we're doing something aggressive, what are you doing?
What are you up to? What's that roll for? And in the far distance, well, I say far distance, in the what appears to be the heart, like the very middle of the ring of mountains that surrounds Havana, you see a dome.
Is the dome where it looks like we're going, or does it look like they're leading us somewhere else?
That's where it appears that you are being led to, yes. But you're of course led straight past the guards at the guardhouses are smiling. They're not and waving at you as you pass. All of them seem to be quite clear on what you're doing there and why. And as you continue to be escorted past the guardhouses and down this idyllic, pretty little lane through the rolling hills and meadows of Havana, with these little farmhouses and small villages dotted around. And as you pass any of the people working the fields or repairing a fence post or shearing a sheep, they all make sure to look up, smile, and wave at you as you pass. Any thoughts or actions that you want to...
Wilhelm's looking at them curiously, but not saying much. He's just kind of like studying them. Like, he's just making sure they look still like normal people, and he's not just seeing the face of
Havana.
Havana in every single person. Like, Havana's just watching and making sure we're not walking into his home causing any chaos.
No, they don't. None of them are wearing the mask, the face of Havana at the moment.
Are they all wearing the necklaces?
But they are
like,
all wearing the amulets. Yes.
Yeah.
As this is the land of creepiness.
If you want, they can start singing Small World.
No. Mental note
No.
headphones with silence pre-built into them, so we don't have to listen to that if anything happens like that.
No, well, I was gonna say, like, this does remind me, like, a pretty, very good creepy scene from a TV show.
Which TV show?
It's a creepy vibe.
My Little Pony: Friendship is Magic.
All of My Little Pony is creepy, so, like, I understand.
Mm-hmm.
Like, whoever thought My Little Pony had dark intentions in mind for her. Just loses bitches.
My Little Pony is not creepy. Anyway, yeah. So I'm trying my best not to show my full unease of this whole fucking place.
So you don't like happiness.
I don't like forced unnatural happiness.
That's what this scene radiates something. God.
Prozactopia.
Yeah, this is happiness is fine, but whatever this is just weird.
Yeah, definitely weird compared to Gate.
The road takes you
What
through.
kind of...
Sorry?
You said, like, are there, like, all types of people just looking at us that are in the town, or just certain kinds?
All kinds of...
Yeah.
What? Okay.
No, keep going. Sorry, I was going to say Gwen brought up a good point.
Like, is it primarily the, like, elves, humans, or are there also beast folk and other races and stuff there?
There are beast folk and other races here too. Yeah.
Okay.
Not a lot of draconic races, but there are humans, elves, dwarves, gnomes, halflings, orcs, goblins, drow, Snufneblin,
Deep gnomes.
yes, centaurs, minotaurs, all kinds of folks living together, and most for the most part, like you've been seeing most of these homes. There's farmsteads and stuff, and small villages at a distance, but the road is now taking you through a small village, and the people are stood outside their shops or their houses, either standing at the picket fences with their families, holding up their babies to look at the adventurers as they come through town. Those that have shops, many of them hand you wares as you're passing. Fresh apples, just baked bread, monogrammed handkerchiefs for each of you. Wood carved animals,
The normal suspicious hippie cult stuff. Gotcha.
So yeah, you're being gifted with various crafts and gifts, while the crowd applauds and cheers.
If I didn't actually know what this place was, I would suspect that sometime tonight they're going to break in so that they can kill us all and suck the marrow from our bones, because that's just the creative creepy feeling I get from this place.
Pretty much agree with you, General. This feels really weird.
Yeah.
You don't like being recognized as heroes and adventurers and the saviors of City of Death?
Normally what we get is people like staring at us, mean mugging us. The occasional person that's like, oh look, it's the people that helps us when we're in need. These people are like, here, take a whole bunch of free gifts. We're not
Just
suspicious.
mug 'em.
It's just pop culture has trained us. Like if we come to a town with a bunch of nice people, be suspicious.
Unless they're Canadian, be suspicious of all of them.
Yeah, this is basically like Hyper Canada. Everybody's so nice.
Even Canada's got rough parts. I don't trust it.
Yeah, I'm not going to waste all of our time by being like, every person that approaches me gets an insight check.
Yeah.
Every piece of magic, poison. No, I'm not paranoid. You're paranoid.
To be fair, Anthony has done this to us. It's his fault.
No, I don't know.
Oh my goodness.
I guess just a performance check to see how to try and look normal and not creeped out.
You're gonna try not to look creeped out. Okay.
The advantages of full plate armor.
You're behind a mask as well, but yeah, 19.
Yeah, but I imagine that bright sun is still like, ooh, Oz, hurt.
So,
Bright colors.
yes. So yes, you've now been laden down with toys and food and other gifts. As you continue on your journey out of the village, they continue to flowers as well, probably. But yes, as you continue your journey, and the villagers cheer. You pass a sheep farm, and the sheep come trotting up to the fence to get a closer look.
What kind of sheep are they? These normal sheep?
They just look like normal floofy sheep. Their fleeces are, of course, beautifully white, and Yeah.
Are they wearing necklaces as well?
No, they're not, but the shepherd is, who smiles
Does he look
warmly.
familiar?
Sorry?
It's not our friend who was adventuring us with us for a little bit. Is it? It's like this isn't a familiar shepherd to us.
No, it's not a familiar
Oh my
shepherd.
Okay.
I gotta check.
Oh yeah. So basically, this continues on for quite some time as you slowly but surely approach this domed palace in the heart of Havana.
I just never thought of casting invisibility on myself, so I didn't have to keep dealing with it. But that show itself, I'll need what I won't need.
He's not overcompensating, is he?
It's not a. At least it's not a tower.
No.
This fortress doesn't look even remotely phallic.
No, that's a different wizard in your world.
So,
Hi,
but anyway,
hi.
there are an opening appears in the side of the bubble as you approach, and the knights gesture for you to go inside.
Okay.
Let's go one at a time just to be safe.
The heavily armored.
There's nothing to worry about. The heavily armored paladin what?
Go through first.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And Wilhelm will follow suit once he sees it's clear.
And I'll fall behind.
Okay. As you go, you all enter, the dome closes behind you, and the interior lights up, and you see a table, a long table, covered in food, and there are 3 children sat at it. 2 boys and a girl. Oh yeah, you made it! Come sit down!
Who are you 3?
I thought I lose. I thought I would lose everything.
Not to be rude, but we were
What is your true
suspecting
sight?
someone else.
So,
Is this an illusion or is this?
no, well, kinda. So, first of all, let me answer the question that I couldn't answer because Toddler interrupted. Oh,
Sorry.
that's no worries. Oh, where are my manners? I'm Hans, this is my sister Greta, and this is our friend, why am I forgetting it at the moment? Jim. This is our best friend Jim. Come sit with us.
Oh,
Have some
wait,
food.
that's Kai?
Sorry?
Would Wilhelm assume that for some reason I have it written down that Kai's name, or Magister is, Kai is Magister's name. I didn't know if he went by like a different name, but could Wilhelm make the assumption that this is him? That's what I've written down. I don't know if that was right or not.
No, he's
I may have been
Jim.
Jim what?
Jim
Why did I
Astor.
write-
Jim
Yeah.
Astor. Which is an
Yeah, why did I write? I was going crazy.
Kai. Maybe Kai's the dragon.
No,
No.
the name he gave us for the dragon was Sterling. I made everything half asleep.
So yeah. You know who these 3 are, right?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
Magister in Havana.
Magister Grammar and Havana. Yeah.
When they were children. Okay.
But yeah. Your is your true sight constant, Generala?
It is the boon of true sight, so yes.
Okay. Then yeah. You do see 3 children, each wearing an amulet of Havana. And but they are the 3 entities are basically manipulating them. Does that make sense? So there's 3 real people in front of you that the 3 entities are communicating through.
Yes, don't fix it.
I'm sorry, what?
Children asking me about stuff.
Oh, okay. Anyway, what do the 3 of you want to do? Do you take the 3 chairs on your side of the table? And when I say take, I mean sit in them.
Is gonna go sit down somewhere.
I will say as well.
Will almost said as well, setting Solomon in his lap.
In the chairs at the table, or like literally anywhere in the room? Like you're just going to sit cross-legged in the middle of the floor?
No, we'll go sit at the table.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, we'll be decent folk.
Yay. Okay. So, as you all take your seats, Hans smiles and goes, "I'm so glad that you accepted my invitation. Now we can talk about this properly."
Well, we weren't really given much of a choice now, were we? It was either come meet with you or have a bloodbath in the street.
That would have still have been a choice.
Not one either side would have been very happy with, I don't believe.
Why is that?
Because I don't want killing people who don't necessarily know what they're doing. And I don't think you all fancy losing lots and lots of people.
Do you really think that you could stop all of Havana?
At one time, no.
My people are mostly commoners, but I'm pretty sure that many bodies thrown against you would still suffocate you eventually. He smiles sweetly. But anyway, I didn't invite you here to threaten. I invited you here to come to an agreement.
And what would that be?
Well, I think I already mentioned this, but the appeal of Havana is that it's a paradise compared to the horrible conditions that people are living in at the moment. And we exaggerate that, we compound that desire to come into Havana by making the city of Gate as miserable and inhospitable as we can. And of course, those of them that magically inclined will eventually wander off into the dark woods where my sister takes care of them. And those that don't survive end up being Jim's problem. It's a pretty neat arrangement. But you guys seem determined to mess things up.
Because it sucks, and it's stupid, it's unethical, it's immoral, it's she goes on and on and on and on and on and on in a very eloquent manner because I can't.
She says, "It sucks," eloquently. Very, very, very well. So, what is it about it exactly that you don't like?
Everything?
Oh, come on. Okay,
so I don't know how much control you guys exert on the rest of the continent. Like, outside of the immediate area around the gate and the city thereof. But people leave from their crappy existences all over the place to come to an even crappier city.
Well,
they're already fleeing somewhere. You don't have to make their last destination before you ultimately say, nope, you're not worthy enough. That horrible. It just doesn't have to be that way. They're already coming here. They don't have to suffer more when they get here.
But if they don't suffer, what's their motivation?
They already had a motivation to come all the way to the city of Gate. I'm not saying it's ever going to be a paradise on the other side. It just doesn't have to be, insert proper terminology for bathroom.
For bathroom. Doesn't have to be
toilet.
Doesn't have to be a cesspool.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be a cesspool.
Yeah. Latrine. Shit pile.
Yeah. Along those lines.
All of the above.
All of the above. A otyug nest.
With thousands of otyugs just hanging out.
Tim interjects. He's not just talking about motivation for coming through the gate. He's also talking about motivation for them keeping the population down by their own choice.
Well, you see, how to put this without sounding like a complete and total.
That's what you do. You got this. I believe in you.
Surely even you can see, says Greta, that this little city would soon become desperately overpopulated if people weren't killing themselves and each other on an almost daily basis.
And that could still happen. There is no way that the 3, 4, random amounts of us that sometimes work to try to make the city better are ever going to eradicate murder, suicide, muggings, all the things that come with being in a city.
Oh, but you're trying to, says Hans. Aren't you?
Yeah.
You're trying to make the city better.
Yeah. Make it an actual, and not just a depressing gathering place for the nearly dead.
Wait, I just realized something. Your grandma.
Yeah.
You know, if we continue on our path, that we will actually make Gate better.
Yes. Which is why we're trying to
Stop that.
catch you early enough on your path where it can still be changed. Where you can still choose to work with us instead of against us. No one wants a war, says Jim.
Yes, you do. Because a war will get you more bodies.
Well, that's true. But I don't think you want it.
You are all very well aware that I am uniquely designed to fight you and your army.
Well, yeah, but you're not uniquely designed to fight hers. He says, nodding back over to Greta.
I was going to say the multiverse is a very big place. I imagine there's multiverse versions of us. That'd be... Well, you know, in this conversation.
We were
So,
hoping
what
to
do you want us to do?
We were hoping to avoid that particular eventuality.
Okay. What would happen if we join you then?
Well, you could choose. You could either live in the perpetual paradise that is Havana, living a life of blissful ignorance, a peaceful and unchallenging existence. Or you could come and study at my academy, where you could learn the secrets of the universe itself. Or you could join Jim's realm. Your choice. I'm sure you'd much rather have opulent feasts in my palace on a daily basis, right? Than have to study magic or wandering around dark streets as a mindless skeleton, says Hans. And I would give you those additional perks, by the way. You wouldn't be living out amongst the common folk. You'd get special treatment. This dome, this palace, can be anything you need it to be, provided you with whatever amenities you desire. And you can live here for as long as you want. Gwyn, why are you rolling insight?
To see if you're lying.
Sorry?
I'm trying to see
they're
if
lying.
I can pick up any deceit.
Okay. So the offer is sincere, but the implication of joining Jim's realm is that you would be dead.
Yeah, I kind of picked that up.
Undead, but dead. You know. And Jim continued, yeah. Likewise, you wouldn't be mindless skeletons. I'd do better than that. You could be higher level undead. Vampires if you want. Or liches or Death Knight. He says, looking at Jen Riddler as he says that.
I don't like the way you look at me when you say that.
Isn't that what you paladins become if you become undead? If you
Depends on how we
If you're allowed to
It
keep your
depends.
mind, that is.
It depends on how we become undead,
Well,
and if
brother,
we decide to, walk into the sun or sacrifice ourselves to a cleric or something.
I have the power to grant you any form of undeath you wish. Eternal
I don't
life.
want to be. I don't want to be undead. I'm happy the way I am.
In that
That's
case,
the problem.
then perhaps you want to be. You want to live a life of bliss here in Hans's palace, then. Perhaps even becoming head of the guard. How does that sound? Keeping the peace in a land of peace.
Horribly boring.
Well, if you prefer a challenge, you can study any form of magic you wish, including, I believe that paladins have spells of their own. And I think there's a hint of the performing arts in you as well, isn't there?
Yes, and I'm quite happy with the level of my magical abilities. That's
Really?
the problem. Not comprehend that anybody would not want to grovel at your feet, and we don't.
Who said anything about groveling? We're treating you like equals. We're treating you better than the rest of our people. You're going to have more privilege than anyone else.
Okay. I've got to find the right words because my character would have them, and I cannot allow my approaches to this whole situation to cloud her words.
What sort of thing are you trying to say? You can use persuasion or performance to make it good. Go on.
It's basically just trying to, she's trying to point out that not everybody wants what they want, and that they can't comprehend that everybody would want to fall in line with their line of thinking. They just can't comprehend that their ideal of perfection is not everybody's ideal of perfection.
Very well. What would you like from us in exchange for leaving City of Gate alone?
For you guys to leave City of Gate, or us to leave City of Gate? Because
I'm sure they ended up.
I'm pretty sure that too, but I want to make sure I am absolutely perfectly clear on what's going on.
We, the three of us, would like you to allow City of Gate to continue its downward spiral into filth and misery and no longer interfere with it. We have already told you what we're willing to offer in exchange, but perhaps since you don't seem to be tempted by our offer, you'd like to ask for something else. So, name your price. What will it take for you to leave City of Gate and let it fester?
As much as I don't want to do that, I might actually poignantly turn towards Wilhelm.
What I want isn't worth leaving thousands of people to suffer forever. My greed may be high, but I'm not that much of a self-centered dick.
But can't you see? You'd be denying so much to countless others.
You base your assumptions off that people would not still want the chance of reaching heaven on the other side. Havana, you take what, 1/100th of the people that come to your gates a day? Maybe 1/1000th? What is wrong with us giving that other 999 the chance to live a happy life and then still decide whether or not they choose to come here?
Some of them go to Greta and others go to Jim. They may not all come to me. But
And the ones that still go to Grandma, whichever you prefer, would still go. All practitioners of magic one day will find themselves at Grandma's doorstep. That's just how it is for us. Knowledge and the hunger of knowledge and the pursuit is what drives very many practitioners of the arcane. So they will still arrive, and General is right. We cannot stop all murder and things from occurring. They still will occur. And hell, in all likelihood, if we could make Gate a better place, what's to stop them from going to war with other places? And Magister would have bodies galore.
You don't have the sight, dear. You don't know what I know. You don't know what catastrophe is that I'm trying to prevent. And if we told you, we may end up accidentally bringing it about.
Well, here's the thing. Maybe you shouldn't know. Have you ever thought about that? Maybe the fact that you all seem to think you're so powerful, all-knowing, and all everything, maybe you shouldn't be.
I've earned it.
That
We all have. And you can too, if you want.
No, I would never want to be like you. No, just no. I would never want to think myself so much better than those around me that I can make the decisions of their lives for them. Ew. Just
Well, we're not gonna let you go without some kind of agreement. So, what do you want from us? Name your price.
The first thing I would like, if we might, is a few minutes with you not here so that we can discuss what we might do.
Oh god, this is rough.
You want some solitude?
Yes, please.
Very,
I don't think that's too much to ask in this instance.
very well. The three children sort of glide backwards, and a walled partition comes up around the three of you. You still have the table full of food in this smaller dome with you.
You know this is a fight we can't win, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. The other issue is the way they're making it seem is if we don't accept, they will declare war on the three of us, which means the shop will not be safe.
Yeah, and the grandma has a multiverse on her side. She might actually kill us before we were even born.
Well, no one knows where I'm from, so.
Make an insight check there, Gwen.
I know, technically, like, at least not us, we'd be dead, but no other versions of us would be murdered.
That's the line of thinking that I want you to think about. Grandma mentioned something about you mentioned the multiverse before to her, and she says she was hoping you wouldn't pursue that line of thinking.
What if she doesn't actually have full ability to traverse the multiverse then?
What she has the ability to do is predict what's going to happen and try to prevent it from happening, and thus creating a new timeline in which she doesn't get killed. But, Gwen, it occurs to you that maybe if you can find a way to talk to your alternate selves, the group of you, All the Gwynts, all the Genrillas, all the Wilhelms, all the Kioris could team up.
Just someone's out there right now. Do not look at Wilhelm for that. He has no idea what kind of magic she uses for that.
I don't think they do. I don't think Gwyn does yet either. But just that's the germ of an idea that occurs to you.
We don't have access, but perhaps a sneaky rogue with an amulet going through all the multiverses trying to find, and hopefully no one detects her.
Are you saying that you might not know how to contact your other multiversal selves, but maybe there's a version of you that already has figured out a way to do it?
That or
she's thinking
lots of stealthing around in Grandma's Academy. Because correct me if I'm wrong, but you have to wear the necklace 24/7 when you're inside of it, or only to access the doors.
You have to be wearing one of Grandma's necklaces to be able to get around the interior of the academy, because none of those rooms, all of the rooms of the academy have been stolen from a particular point in time and space. And if you are not wearing one of the amulets, if you were to take off one of Grandma's amulets while in one of those rooms, then that room would sync back up with time and place that it's been taken from, and you'd find yourself no longer in the academy, but in the room in some other building somewhere else in the world that room was borrowed from. You know?
Okay.
But anyway.
I guess I relay my thought process to the group.
Well, the next issue is if we have the multiversal selves come back and group with us, what's stopping any of them from having sided with Grandma at one point?
So you're saying you don't trust your other selves?
Well, there's a possibility, but we also have to acknowledge the fact that, like, if there's a possibility of multiple different timelines and universes, and there's probably a timeline in the universe where, you know, we did
where you accepted the deal, yeah.
Yeah, so we've got to be really careful about how we do this. Wilhelm's just throwing that thought out there. He's not against it, he's just throwing it out there like, hey, there's a possibility we may betray ourselves.
I mean, I like helping the people of Gate, but we had pretty much done just about everything we wanted to do in Gate anyway.
Yeah, we've reached the pinnacle of what we can do. There's no way in hell we can. We can do more for sure, but we can't, like.
Okay, good, it hasn't frozen.
We can't fight, like, all three of their armies at once. I mean, there'd be no way. We're talking extremely powerful wizards, extremely powerful undead, and then the guards of Havana constantly hunting us. Which, could Wilhelm get, like, a rough guess on how many people he counted on the way here? Even just to get, like, a general number? Like,
in terms of guards, there was probably at least 60 in the vicinity of the guard houses and at the door and surrounding you, but you didn't see many guards throughout the country of Havana. It was mostly the population, which, although was large, was spread out, you know.
Yeah. So,
but the building you're in obeys his whims.
Yeah.
Also, despite there being physical children here, they're not here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Those are, once again, puppets. Now, given some of the things, some of the stories, and some of the things we think Grandma can do, it may very well be them, just not them. If you get what I'm saying.
I should throw this out there. I'm on the verge of learning a trick that could make several extended versions of myself. It's highly likely this is them. So we should address that possibility. It is a possibility. I'm capable of making just one of myself, but there are spells to make extended severals.
No. If it's them from another time.
Mm-hmm.
That the adults are speaking through. This is not a copy or magical creation or whatever. This is a physical person, possibly pulled from their past to sit here to represent them, so that they can puppet through.
Or it's just 3 random children from Havana.
Well, it's just random children that they've used their things, but yeah. Regardless, there are 3 physical people being controlled by the energies of the 3 powerful people. To be perfectly honest, I want a set amount of time so that we can gather Kiori and whatever and get the people out of Gate and move our operation to Coal City and start cleaning that up, because that seems like a much better use of our time. And you can get the answers to the question you want, and I want them to forget that we exist. Well, not forget that we exist, but like pay no heed to us as long as we don't step foot back inside Gate.
Yeah, they just want you to leave City of Gate. Mm-hmm. And they're willing to offer you paradise, or unlimited knowledge and power, or immortality.
So, just to make sure Wilhelm understands what General is suggesting, is we ask for the thing Wilhelm's been asking, the location of it, the objects, and then we just GTFO?
Pretty much, because if we don't, we're going to die, or we're going to wind up killing countless
thousands at this point.
Innocent people from Havana.
He controls a lot of bodies that he can just keep throwing at you. Yeah.
Plus, highly educated morons from Grandma's Academy.
To be fair, I'm not too concerned with most of them, but there are a few that we should be careful of.
I'm just saying, like, I have met, not you being one of the exceptions, I have met a lot of really smart people who are really effing dumb.
Yeah. I do my best.
Then there's the army that doesn't really need to sleep because they don't live.
Yeah, the dead. That would be the real big issue, honestly. It's Grandma's army would be a hassle, and then Havana's, but Magister's is the one.
You're worried about the necropolis, huh?
Yeah, the necrotic army of permanent undeath and no need to sleep, eat, or anything would be the biggest issue.
Mm-hmm. And your cleric is not with you.
And
we have our paladin, Divine Boink, but
I can channel divinity one time.
Yeah.
And once I run out of spell slots, I'm not gonna be, just destroying undead at a swing.
Mm-hmm.
So our plan is just to go to City of Gate. I mean,
leave Gate.
Whole City. It just lives there.
Yeah, we can just move shop.
We're definitely gonna have to carve out a new existence because three of us are gonna have a really hard time there because they're bigoted assholes. But
I'm used to that, so it doesn't bother me too much.
Do you think there's a possibility that if we try to improve stuff in Coal City, they'll come and access not to tell us to stop as well?
No, because they are geocentric. Havana is on the other side of the gate. Grandma is in the woods that lead up to gate.
Yeah, they're
Magic is in the mountains behind and caverns underneath
yeah.
gate.
They're pretty much yeah. They're for all their power, they pretty much only control this corner of the world.
And if we're outside of it,
Yeah.
guess what that means we can do?
And
If they decide they want to step out of their little bubble, we can bop them on the nose and be like, no,
yeah.
go back where you belong.
Yeah.
We can be the bulwark against them expanding.
You could.
And if we can find enough of the right kind of enough of the right-minded people, then we can actually go and do other things later. But for right now, our best option is to give them what they want in a way,
Mm-hmm.
knowing that we're not at all happy about it, and it's
Live
probably not.
live to fight another day, basically.
Yes, this is not a surrender. This is a tactical
Retreat. Yeah.
because a full surrender would be to join them. That would be a and I don't think any of us really. I'm sorry if I've been the one doing all the talking.
No. It's okay.
Better at this kind of stuff.
Yeah.
You're the paladin. You're the one with the charisma.
But yeah, I thought I was speaking pretty much for you guys were going to agree with what I was saying, that
Yeah.
while they have some good ideas, their implementation is
It's nothing.
questionable at best.
Yeah, like they seem kind of desperate to get to have us be pacified, so must be either good on our side or very bad in general if we try and improve Gate.
Or both. But I do get the feeling that they are slightly, I wouldn't say afraid, but nervous.
They're trying to avoid a disaster. Yes.
But a disaster for the city of Gate or a disaster for them?
That's the thing,
Because
isn't
It's probably for them. I mean, they're right. They could, if all three of them fought together, they could probably defeat one of us or all of us. But by then, how many could we have taken out one of them? I mean, all Magister has is or not Magister, but
Havana?
Havana is just bodies, and I mean, it's not hard to walk through bodies. I technically don't have to go walk through them at all, but
Paper
I'd rather
people.
not slaughter.
Yeah.
Yep, I'd rather not slaughter countless people.
yeah, that's like I said. That's the other reason is a war with them is going to,
Be harrowing.
first of all, for every person if we went to active war with them, for every person we dropped from either Havana or Grandma's armies, would just come back in Magister's army.
Mm-hmm.
That is true, unless we completely incinerate their entire existence.
That would mean destroying their soul.
Yes.
And you do that enough times, and
Yeah, the shitty person. Yeah.
No. Then you have a fourth army or several other armies or groups coming to hunt you, because now you have pissed off the gods as you are interrupting the cycle of
Life.
death and rebirth.
Aye.
And that would not be a good thing either. Like,
No, we can't fight any of the gods either. We're not in a good spot. Yeah, I vote we take the deal. We don't have another choice.
So-
but you're not accepting immortality, paradise, or knowledge.
We are accepting one piece of knowledge, I think, and that's are you guys right with that one piece of knowledge being Wilhelm's request?
Yeah, we're gonna go after Wilhelm's request. We're gonna get them to give us 48 hours. I think seems reasonable, so that we can pack up as much of the stuff from the stuff and whatever, and get the hell out of town.
Sounds good to me. Yep.
Yeah, I guess to say goodbye and see if anyone else of our friends wants to come along with us, since they deserve better.
Well, seeing as they don't seem to be attacking, or they didn't summon somebody else. Yeah, I think one person would definitely stay because they would be able to pass information on to us if something needed to be said or done. Um, I don't have many friends in Gate. You might have some friends in Gate, but I don't
I
have
have
that
some
many friends
people
in
I want to check up on before we leave, but yeah.
Are you ready to tell the trio?
Yeah, I guess I walk up to the edge of the dome thing or whatever, and like tap on it or whatever. Try to get their attention.
As you reach for it, it melts away from your hand and the whole thing pulls back. Instead of seeing 3 children, you see 3 three gargantuan figures looking very noble and statuesque. In fact, they look like they're carved out of marble and all, and set on gigantic thrones. And they look down on you beatifically and say, "Well, have you made your decision?"
Yes, we have. Wilhelm has a question for Grandma, and then we request a period of 48 hours to pack, say goodbyes, and get the hell out of Gate.
A reasonable request. What is it that you wish to ask of Grandma?
Years ago, there was a wizard who was in my school of magic, who was in my school of magic, who was one of your students, I do believe. I know you would know this knowledge, whether he was your student or not, I am not aware. He carried with him signs of status and power within our school. The staff of the Archmagi and the robes of the Archmagi dedicated to the School of Divination. I wish to know their location. You would be the only person I'm aware of that would know either.
Do you know this man's name, dearie?
We gave him a name, I don't remember what it was, though. To be safe, we'll say his name was Wilhelm, too. Screw it. Till I remember his name, we gave him a name, okay. I don't remember what it was.
Okay, you give the name.
Ah, yes, I remember Malachi. Oh, good lad. Bit off a little more than he could chew, though. I think he was... Last time I heard from him, he was heading towards the Sands of the Lost.
What is it?
The desert, the Sands of the Lost. Which is a little bit east and which is east and south of Coal City. It's a big desert.
Okay. That is all I needed.
Okay.
You have 48 hours. That's requested.
Please tell me that starts the moment we get back on the other side of the gate,
and
not from here.
We get till after we cross the gate.
Yeah, fair enough. The moment you leave Havana's territory and end up back in the city of Gate. Sounds
Thank
good.
you. All right. Okay, then I said.
Would you like a lift, dear?
Is this going to cost us?
A doorway rises up out of the floor, like just a door in a frame that looks remarkably similar to Curie's shop door.
Right, that weird. I've heard all the stories. Okay. guys, as soon as we walk through that door, our 48 hours will begin, and so we better be ready to start making things happen, because I'm not in the mood to push our luck.
Me neither. Let's go. And Wilhelm's walking through the door.
Okay. And as you open the door, you do indeed see the interior of Kiori's shop, with Davin standing behind the counter. He looks surprised to see you coming in through the front door. How? I didn't even see it.
We have bad news, Davin. Yeah, magic. We don't have time. Where's Kiori?
This time, Jinrilla will be the last one to leave, and being the true kind of paladin-esque thing, we'll do the bow before going through the door and shutting it.
Oh, you're giving a bow. I thought you were gonna give the salute. You know, the avian salute.
I thought about it, but we're trying to we're trying to not start a bloodbath.
Yes.
And that would be doing the exact opposite of that.
Indeed. You're trying not to provoke the Trinity. Yeah.
Wilhelm.
Plus, if I do that, it may confuse them. Like, hey, why would you? Whatever.
Okay.
Wilhelm will enter the mansion as well to just let the dragon know that, like, hey,
time to
we've
go.
got 24 hours to get out. Yeah, we've got 24 hours to get out of town. If you want to come with us, you're more than welcome. We are all very accepting of you, and I would love to have time to learn from you. We were kind of just told we've got 48 hours to get out, or 3 demigods are going to declare war on us, so we're getting ready to leave soon.
Oh my. Yeah, that's not good. Particularly want to avoid tangling with Magister.
Yeah, the undead's plenty of a pain. Nasty form of magic, but research all the same.
Not only that. Did you know that when he was still an academy student, it was he who was responsible for calling all the dragons from all across the world and binding them within a prison of stone?
Wait, this is Manchester Cold. Oh, do you know where this prison of stone is?
I do.
Look up.
Yeah, you're not in the mansion at the moment.
I know. I'm sorry.
Oh, it's the moon, isn't it?
Have you ever noticed a second moon in the sky? Probably not. It's been there all of your life, no doubt.
That would explain the slight differential between here and the Feywild. There wasn't a moon in my... Well, I was young when we left, so I barely remember, but I didn't recall a second moon when I was a boy.
You're from the Feywild. Oh, of course you are. Yes.
Partially. My family lived there, but our Owlin tribe wanted to try and give the prime material plane a chance to just see how it was. Suffice to say, my clan did not fare as lucky as I. But yes, we are getting ready to leave. You are more than welcome to come with us. We are heading for Coal City.
Absolutely. I do. Speaking of the prime material plane, I do tend to find it highly amusing that every material plane consider themselves the prime material plane.
Yeah, it's very confusing with multiple planes. What gives you the right to declare you're the main one? I don't know. I guess it's just people feeling the need that the world revolves around them.
Indeed.
Wilhelm will leave there, and then meet up with the others outside. I want a chance to go say goodbye to some more people. Is there anyone you guys want to go say goodbye to before we leave?
I suggest we go by. I assume you want to go by what's his face, the one shopkeeper.
Braziel, yes, I want to go let him know we will be leaving, and then after that,
I don't think you have to worry about that.
Yeah.
possibly not. But it's nice to give an update.
I thought for sure you were going to what is it, Mike's, to make sure.
He's never. Wilhelm has actually never met Mike, not once.
Oh.
Yep.
Well, we should probably go to Mike to get some packets of holding or portable holes, depending on how much stuff we're gonna have to bring.
That actually works. I have a plan of something I want to do tonight before we leave, so I figure we'll have one last night here, right? I'd like to make it a good one.
We'll have to spend the day packing, and then we're gonna have to wrap to sleep, and then we'll get moving tomorrow, because that seems like the smart plan.
Yeah.
There's one more person I want to go by. Do you guys want to come to the Temple District, or am I okay to run over there alone real quickly?
Oh, is it asbestos?
Yeah, I'm gonna go see tell the dear friendo over there that we are going to be gone.
If I go to the Temple District, I may, the mood I'm in, I probably will not continue being civil.
You want to pick a fight with the reviewer?
If you guys can give me a few minutes, I can run and I can fly over there quickly and then talk to him and then come back and we can head over to Mike's, and I don't actually know where that is.
Yeah, we'll continue looking here for the moment, because
There's a few people for me, but I could do it at night.
I mean, do you want to come to the Temple District as well? I can carry you. I'm not sure if there's anybody there you wish to greet or say goodbye to.
I can fly my own and stuff, and it's more of the shopkeepers and
Well, we'll be over in
Viola.
Oh yeah, I should. Well, Viola won't let me in there with all my magic stuff, will you? See if you can convince her to come out so I can say goodbye. I reckon I'll get booped right back out the door if I try to go in myself.
Yeah, I could.
All walking left. Yes, I'd be very grateful. Yes, I will be back as quickly as I can, and he's going to immediately, like, run out the door and just fly up, and he's going to go see Asbestos, and we will be leaving.
Asbestos.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, he's just gonna kind of land in front of the temple and just they don't have doors, do they? They don't care if we just walk in.
No, the temples are open.
Okay, yep, he's just gonna walk in.
You go find
Asbestos, are you in here? You just look around for him.
Oh, hey. Yeah, it's brother Asbestos now.
Oh yeah, that's right. How are you liking it, bud?
It's helping. Yeah,
That's good.
It's good to have structure.
I'm good. I'm glad to hear that. I'm afraid I come with some bad news.
Oh no, are they coming?
No. I will actually be. I'm afraid I will be leaving town for a very long time. I don't think I'll be coming back anytime soon.
Can I come with you?
I don't know if you can stay with me, but I'm going to another town. Is there another like brother of the church nearby, I guess, or brother of the clergy, whatever they go by?
You're asking if there's going to be another temple there?
Yeah, he's going after there's going to be another temple, so Asbestos can get some work. I mean, well, actually, if Curie starts up her shop there, he can get work doing that too. Well, it doesn't hurt to check and see if there's a temple. Yeah, he's just going to see if there's a temple there too.
In Coal City?
Yes.
Who are you asking?
Asbestos probably wouldn't know. Is there any other, like, members of the clergy in there? Any other people?
Yeah, you can stop one of the other acolytes and say, hey.
Hey, do you know if Coal City has a temple as well?
It has several. Yes. Coal City has a thriving temple district.
What about here to Torm? Do you know if they have one to Torm?
Oh yes, absolutely. We have. Tom definitely has a temple in Coal City. Perhaps a little less zealous than we are, but still.
That's okay.
Tom is Tom.
That is true. I will be. I do believe Brother Asbestos wants to come with me. I'm the one that originally brought him here to you guys. A short while ago. I'm leaving town for a undisclosed amount of time, and he just feels safer with me in the vicinity.
Are you sure, brother? I mean, you've come so far in such a short period of time. It would be a shame to disrupt your studies. Oh, right, yeah. Yeah, that's true.
Wait, does Wilhelm get like a bad vibe from this? He's like, wait a minute.
Do you want to do an insight check?
Yes. No,
Nope,
I'm
you don't.
resetting that. I'm luckying that. Oh my god, no. He's too suspicious of this. I forgot to put an R.
Put a D. You've got to put the D.
Oh, the D, yeah. There, he's 26.
Yeah. Yeah, there's something going on here. There's definitely something sus.
It's, you know what, yeah, I've been looking to get my love for Torm begin. So, I'm gonna bring Asbestos with me. I think he'd be a great way for me to begin, you know. New brothers beginning together in a new city. I think it'd be great. What do you say, brother? And he's like putting an arm around Asbestos.
The other priest is shaking his head. I don't think I can. Sorry.
Telepathically to Asbestos. Tell me honestly, do you want to come with me? Have these people hurt you at all?
They're helping me. They're giving me a new purpose.
What have they done?
We will be helping fight the demons.
What? Asbestos? Tell me. It's okay, you know I'm not going to hurt you. What have they done?
Nothing. But I am a fallen angel. My destiny is obvious.
They're going to sacrifice you, aren't they?
I am to go to Avernus. To be a soldier in the Blood War.
No, that is not going to happen. I'm your god. Torm did not want that when he sent you here. He did not intend for you to go to be a soldier in an endless war. You were judged because you took judgment into yourself. He does not want you to go to the front line of a war and die.
How else will I atone for my sin?
Time. You can't rush everything. Do you think Torm built up his mighty forces in just a short bit of time? He spent much time preparing and arming his forces and making sure he trained you to be the best you possibly could. He doesn't want you to go, and he doesn't want you to just die in a war that's been raging for years and years and years. And this is all mentally, so if...
Yeah,
he made sure to...
So outwardly, you're just doing meaningful glances at Asbestos, and he's doing... it's all in the face. Asbestos is gonna say, but surely the priests know the will of Tom better than you, don't they?
Yes, they may, but tell me, When Torm cast you out and you had no idea where to go in this world, who explained it to you? Who helped you? Who helped you understand why? It was me, and I didn't want to send you into a war to die. That's not the fate for you. If Torm wanted that, then he would have just killed you, would he not?
Asbestos nods and turns to his fellow priest. Brother, I will be traveling with this man to the Temple of Torm in Coal City. Surely
With
if...
that...
Sorry?
No, sorry, go. No, continue, sorry.
Surely if it is truly Tom's will that I continue my training, then I will be continuing it there. Yes? Yes, I suppose that is true. Very well. As long as you are aware that you are not trying to avoid your fate, you are simply
You should be proud of yourself.
relocating. Yes, yes, brother. I will continue my training if Tom wills it. Of course, Tom wills it. Why else would he have sent you to us? Right, brother. Yes.
All Wilhelm... Oh my god. He has nothing against the god, but the people that follow him are fucking raging idiots. God! Wilhelm is extremely confused how people follow gods. Or follow... Like, he understands why people follow gods, but these people, they're so...
People will always choose to interpret the will of God in their own way.
This is like Christianity. I'm not even going to get to that one either.
Yeah, that's not. Yeah, let's not. Let's skirt around that.
Yeah, yep, he's gonna take his photos, and they're gonna leave. Do you have anything you need to grab?
No, I have no possessions.
Okay, what about the sword and stuff I gave you, the armor?
They were donated to the temple.
That's very fine. I can either buy or make you new ones. Come.
Okay. I will
That's best.
see you again if Tom wills it. See you soon, Brother Asbestos.
What's the hell was that one? Oh,
Sorry?
Out of this is gonna suck. Out of curiosity, when Wilhelm turns on true seeing, what is standing in front of him? He's gonna put the spell into true sight.
Horn Devil.
Ooh.
He's just gonna nod his head. Okay. We will get going now, Asbestos. Come.
Yes.
Once they're outside, well, no, he will wait. He will wait. Yep, he's just gonna. They're just gonna keep going. He's going to. I assume he can pick Asbestos up. I mean, he's a fallen angel, but Willem's strength is like 27 or whatever dumb number it is.
Mm-hmm. Carry me, Daddy.
Yeah, but he's just like, let's go faster fight. He's going to carry him back to the shop. While in flight, Asbestos, I have a question.
Yes, Daddy.
Oh God, don't call me that. When you were an angel, I'm sure you studied the abilities demons had that allowed them to take other forms, look like other people, correct?
Some of them do, but and I've studied the demon more since joining the Temple of Torm, so that I can recognize them and destroy them.
That man we were just speaking to was a horn devil.
Are you sure?
Asbestos, again, I want nothing than what's best for you. Let me ask. When I brought you here, or when you fell, and I did everything I could to help you. Did I lie to you then?
No.
I would not lie to you now either, friend. That was a horn devil trying to, I assume, train you to fight against the real soldiers of Torm in the war.
No.
Or the angels. Or sacrifice them, I think. Wilhelm doesn't.
Okay, so what generally happens... some devils, a lot of devils, are the souls of evil people, but some of them are fallen angels.
Mm-hmm.
And either way, if the devils of Avernus are lawful evil, they still serve the great plan, and their primary job is to prevent the demons, who are chaotic evil, from marching through Avernus and entering the material plane.
Oh, okay. So they're very weird demon. Okay.
So the blood war, demons and devils are different things.
Oh yeah, they're very weird. Okay, yeah. Sorry. Yep.
So the devils, the devils are lawful, the demons are chaotic, and the two sides wage an eternal war because the demons want to march into the material plane and tear it all down.
Yeah.
And the devils need to keep the orb spinning so that they can, manipulate it.
Okay, yep. I had it backwards. I know a little bit of the lore of the Hells, but all I really know is that the Lord of the first layer of Hell is a fallen angel who just got too greedy in combat and
Zariel. Yeah, but basically Zariel got sick of the Celestials sitting back and letting evil just happen in the material plane. So Zariel wanted to lead an army of angels to stomp evil, and the Celestials said, "No, that's not how we do it." But she led a group of angels anyway to go stomp evil, and for her disobedience, her and her cohorts were all sent to Avernus, where they are condemned to fight demons for eternity. So she's kind of technically got what she wanted, which is to stomp evil, but she's a devil now. You know?
Okay. Okay, then what Wilhelm will say instead is, I'm sure you're familiar with Zariel,
Yes.
Formerly, that was highly likely one of her people preparing you to follow down her path, not down the path that Torm wants for you.
So that temple is corrupted?
It depends on how you depict it, but it is fair to say it is corrupted, yes. That is the sad thing here in Gates. This is the second temple similar to this I've seen. It does not appear that there are many left that are true in this town.
I was gonna say we did. Yeah, there's probably a good chance that there's that all of these temples have an ulterior motive. That they're all a little bit corrupt, at least.
The only one of these temples that Wilhelm trusts is Generala's, and that's because they've been in there and actually beaten up half the temple to make sure it was okay.
You've cleansed it, yes.
But yep, he will take him back to the shop and kind of drop him off.
Yeah.
If you want to hang out here for the time being, we're getting ready to go say some more final goodbyes, and then we will return.
Okay. Whose goodbye quest are we doing next? General, any loose ends you need to tie up?
No, I think I'm actually pretty good. I'll just accompany whoever's going wherever next, so in case, because this is still great, and there's still the chance that things could go sideways if we're trying to get out of here or whatever. But I'm either going to find somebody in Coal City, or I'm going to have to make a trip back up to the dwarves.
The dwarves are a lot closer to Coal City.
I know. I'm saying
Oh, you mean the local dwarves?
No. I meant like when we leave.
Mhm.
The only thing. No, wrong. No, I really don't need anything because my armor class is decent.
Only thing I can think of is Gwen suggested going to I forgot his name already because I've again never been there.
Right.
The guy that Mike
Oh,
to go there and talk to him about stuff, which I think I'm okay with. I just don't know if we have any other plans.
yeah.
Yeah, I was.
The only two places we really have left are that I could think of offhand would be going to tell Mike what happened and where we're going and why, and also would be to I think Gwynlyn to go by Viola and let her know what's going on. And
Yeah.
Guys, can
other
you
than
remind me of something quick?
I have a feeling.
Sure.
What happened to Marcus?
Marcus.
The crazy cannibal that was being imprisoned by the goblins who...
I think he's dead.
Yeah, I think someone killed him at one point. Can't remember if it was us or not. I do remember. I think I remember.
Yeah, I think it was us, since we found him in his cage. Either that or we left him in the cage.
No, I let him out because the Goblin Uprising, you guys just ditched me down there, and he was like, "Yeah, I'm just going to go deal with these guys." And Wilhelm was like, "Okay."
Yeah.
I honestly, I think the goblins wound up killing him.
I just remember coming back and I think asking. I think you guys said you killed him.
Okay.
Because I think during the once I was gone.
I don't remember. It's been too long.
Yeah, it's been a bit.
Yeah.
That was
Fair enough.
beginning of last year or something,
Yeah.
or beginning of this year, like end of last year.
All right.
Yeah. I was gonna say Gwen, I guess has just some quick goodbyes that she may want to say to some of the named shopkeepers.
Mm-hmm.
But that's about it. Winslow, the Slug / Drow and Tallulah.
Cool.
Oh,
Or
we gotta,
shop, the dressmaker.
Yes.
Just
Would
telling
we
them
know?
hey, tell them the situation, and if anything happens, we're in Coal City. Since they were nice to us and stuff.
If we, are you sure that's what you want to do? I mean, I know it's...
That's the people that don't like us, by the way, Gwen.
We don't want to leave city.
Go on. Tallulah,
We don't want to move.
I meant whole city, right? They're racists.
Yes.
Yeah,
Coal City, yeah. Tallulah would basically say that as rough as City of Gate is, at least we don't have to worry about cruel rulers. And if you get killed here, it's not usually because of... It's not usually personal, which is sort of better.
Yeah, but we have to leave. We're literally being kicked out by 3 gods.
Really?
Demigods.
Yeah. For whatever reason, I guess our future selves make Gate too nice for their liking.
There's a future.
Yeah.
There's an alternative future where City of Gate is nice.
I guess, but they seem like something bad happened either to them or towards the city itself. And come to think of it, didn't I have this conversation with Brazil or a devil or something telling us if we make the place too nice, then the demons or the devils won't be able to have control of it. So yeah, it's weird.
I think you did talk with Brad about that at one point. We've had a few weird talks with Brad.
So, let me get this all clear in my head. So you had these 3 demigods, whatever, telling you to leave town Because if you don't, you're going to make City of Gate too nice.
Yeah, it's more or less threat under us dying, or them doing something else drastic to try and stop us.
But if you stay, then there's a possibility that you will make the City of Gate nice, like they're afraid of. That they'll lose.
So I'm doing an insight check on this whole situation.
So just stick around and stick it to them, you know. Tell them to go fuck themselves. Don't leave. You're doing exactly what they want you to do if you leave.
I did an insight check of and 25 on myself and the situation as a whole.
Yeah. Well, it's really up to you. I mean, the information is like you've got the information that the gods, that the Trinity, don't want you there because if you stay, you're going to make the town better, and Tallulah's just repeating that. All right, then stay and make the town better, and they can go fuck themselves. If they really had the power to stop you, they wouldn't have asked nicely.
Tula, you are a good friend. There might be a revolution coming, so I guess get some flags prepared.
Flags?
I love it.
Absolutely.
I'll talk to the others and see what they think, and yeah, hopefully we don't die horribly. See you later.
I'm gonna work on something for you. I'll drop them off at the shop.
Okay.
Oh, this is gonna be great.
Wilhelm has been, by the way, just sitting outside looking at everybody as they walk by while Gwen went in to talk to people since he went with Gwen.
Okay.
Because she said she was going to show him the mics and he's just like, okay.
Yeah, she went to Generilla. Well, that was Generilla. But do you want to go to
was
Mike's?
it?
That was Generilla.
Oh, wait. Oh.
Sorry,
I thought that was...
Not Generilla, sorry. Tallulah. That was Tallulah.
Oh, okay. I was so confused. I was like, oh, wait. I thought she was going to try and convince Generilla to come outside so I could say bye.
Nah. No, it was Tallulah's... Tallulah the dressmaker, the tiefling dressmaker. Sorry. Yeah. Got my names mixed up. I apologize for the confusion.
You're juggling like 300 NPCs. It's okay.
So, are you also going to go to Mike and tell him a similar thing? Or are you going to reassess your plans and talk to Wilhelm and Generilla about it? Gwen.
Yeah.
Which one?
I guess Mike.
You're gonna go see Mike. Okay.
Yeah, as much as Wilhelm would love to fight, I don't think we have enough power right now to fight 3 demigods and entire armies.
Okay. But yeah, you go visit Mike's Emporium and the window is blacked out. But the door opens in after you knock on it. Do you walk into the shop, Gwen?
Yeah.
Okay.
This time Wilhelm will walk in with her.
Okay. The door closes behind you. It seems dark in the shop. And Mike comes up from below stairs and he looks different. Last time you saw him, he was hunched and twisted. But now he looks straight backed and his complexion's improved. And even his hair looks better. And he smiles warmly, showing slightly too sharp canines as he does so. Gwyn, good to see you back. I don't know why you're not with them, generally.
I thought we all three went together, yeah.
Yeah.
I thought we kind of were just giving Gwen her private time with the people she wanted to talk to.
Okay,
then
then
their stuff I wanted to
Come along.
I definitely would have come along and whatever. Alright. Sorry. Carry on.
I'm judging by the look on your face that you have not the greatest news for me.
Happened.
Sorry?
What happened?
Oh, what happened to me?
Yeah, you don't look a lot better.
I am a lot better, thank you. A couple of things happened. I was visited by a lady who presented me with a gift, and then yeah, we flew to my father's home and taught some of those assholes a lesson. And yeah, check this out. And he stretches his now perfect, beautiful white wings out behind him. Pretty nice, right?
And then.
Wilhelm is very confused on what this guy is, so he's just looking at the other two like,
Do I even have to say it, Anthony?
Anyway, what brings you to my shop?
No.
We were going to tell you that we were leaving town, but some new development may change our plans.
Why would you leave town? You've worked so hard.
3 demigods gave us an ultimatum. Told us to get out.
Which demigods?
Magister, Grandma, and Havana.
Havana. Are you gonna take the fight to Havana? He says, smiling.
I don't. We have to plan for that first.
yeah, not now. We may one day, but it's going to take time. We can't fight all 3 of their armies, is I think what Gwen is trying to say.
Oh, well, no.
Yeah.
But you can weaken them. All 3 of them have a very similar weakness.
What did it say?
They're life glass amulets.
What was the continued word?
They're all connected to each other. Now, with Magister it's a little different. He doesn't have an amulet, he has a... well, it's a phylactery, basically. But it still has a heart of life glass. And if you can use another chunk of life glass to drain energy from it into your own life glass chunk, then you can weaken them. Now it gets...
Wouldn't that?
That is true, and I somewhat do know a way. It's complicated. I can discuss it later, but yeah. Thank you for that idea, Mike.
I've got
But
better...
what about
Go on.
what about the normal people wearing the amulets?
Well, yeah. It is... Well, that's both the upside and the drawback, because you can reach Havana through any of those amulets, and it will drain power from all of the amulets that are connected to it. And sadly, everyone wearing an amulet. But that's where Havana's power comes from. It's from his people. If you drain his battery, then he loses his godlike status. Now the trick is what to do with the power that you're pulling from it. And I have a couple of suggestions. A couple of designs, in fact, if you'd like me to show you. You know exactly what your divine sense picks up, by the way, Generilla.
Undead.
Vampire.
Just one, or is there anything else?
No,
If it's not in,
he's alone.
okay.
That'd be why he's so ready for us to weaken them. I mean, if he could drain the blood of a demigod, imagine what he could achieve. Out of character.
Let's get the plans first. Then kill him.
Then we could raid a shop and steal stuff.
He's going to lead you to the workshop in the back of his shop if you are willing to do so.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll follow him for now, because...
I don't trust this, but Wilhelm will follow, but he will go last. And, yeah, he will just go last, yeah.
So, I'm sure you're all aware from our previous conversations and any experiments you may have done of your own, he says, looking over at Wilhelm knowingly, that...
He's never seen me before.
Yeah, but he recognizes an artificer when he sees one.
Oh, he recognizes an artificer. I was like, there's no way he knows a wizard.
You're probably wearing some stuff that would indicate that you're...
Yeah, I mean, he's definitely dressed up like a wizard. I can't argue that he doesn't look like a wizard. I just love the fact that he never says he's a wizard. I just love the fact he never actually says he's a wizard. He just says researcher.
Yeah. That you have, as a chunk of life glass absorbs more power, it becomes larger and draws more power to it at an exponential rate, which, as you can imagine, can have cataclysmic events if it results if it's not handled very carefully. So I came up with this device, and he shows you this intricate it looks somewhat like a pistol crossed with a magic wand. And he explains that if what looks to be a wand on this device is actually an antenna designed to basically you point it at another chunk of life glass, and it draws energy from that life glass into the life glass crystal that's in this device. But there is also a secondary mechanism at the back of the device which sends the excess, basically the life glass is poking through a teeny tiny demiplane portal. The idea being that any excess power populates the demiplane and doesn't affect the material. Genius, right?
I will not lie, Wilhelm is looking at it kind of intrigued, but still saying nothing.
You're not excited? I can see you're not excited.
No.
No, well, I prefer to see things in action than hear people talk about them, but I am curious to see how well it works.
I'm not going to point it at any of you because it would drain the life out of you.
Yeah, let's not aim at us. Thank you.
I can't really... I can't really demonstrate it here.
I know, I understand.
Well, actually, now that I think of it, I can. Do any of you have like a cursed magic item that you want to get rid of?
I'm afraid not, no.
No?
Not that I'm aware of. I don't know, does anybody?
I'm more curious about like that demi-plane. Where does it lead to?
Oh, it's a demiplane designed specifically for the purpose. It's harmless. The magic is just going to diffuse into that demiplane.
Insight bit, please.
Yeah, go for it. Alright, so it doesn't take much for you to realize that there's one of two things going to happen here. Either he's going to be using the demiplane as a reservoir of power that he can access, possibly even harvest life glass from that larger chunk to create more magic items, which seems likely. If he doesn't do that, it's going to have the result of, depending on how much you use this weapon, it's going to drain life, it's going to drain energy, going to drain magical power from this world. Little by little, power is going to be siphoned away from this material plane to somewhere else. Now, admittedly, the three, Magister, Havana, and Grammar, have cornered a large amount of power for themselves that isn't available to the rest of the world, so maybe there would be no big loss, no noticeable difference if you were to use this device to drain the three. But that's a lot of power that's going somewhere other than here.
Yeah, is there any way we could redesign it to, I don't know, put it back where it belongs in the hands of everyone?
Well, yeah, but that would be difficult to that would take a second device. Yeah, I suppose. Yeah, I could build something like that. We'd probably have to make some sort of airship to be able to, like, diffuse the magic throughout the world. Do any of you know where any aloft trees are growing?
No idea. Would Wilhelm know?
Given that you're from
Like,
the Feywild, yeah.
Oh yeah, in the Feywild, of course. Oh yeah. Well, I know where some could possibly be. It'd be a little bit of a trek to get there, though.
That's okay. We got time. It's not like the power's going to go anywhere. It'll stay in the demi-plane until we're ready to use it.
We got that there then.
Unless, something goes horribly wrong.
You still want to prep for that. Just to be safe.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I know you said you're not going to go fight them yet, but this prototype's ready to go if you're ready to fight them.
Why don't you? How is it that you are what you are and you don't fall under the purview of one of them?
One of what?
She's gonna hold up something shiny and reflective.
Oh, well, you'd actually notice this too, that his reflection, that of a winged elf, shows in the mirror as well. You're saying because I'm a vampire, right? Don't worry, I'm only gonna... I like being what I am, and to continue being what I am, I have to feed off of my father's people. And I have a vendetta against them anyway, so it works out.
My head hurts.
I guess you could work on the second device while we, I guess, get the wood and some other stuff.
Let's still give it a little bit. I think we should really sit down and talk. We need to get a steady plan going, but...
Don't worry, we may not be able to come back for a while. I didn't say we couldn't send messages.
That's why I need sending stones. Do you have any, Mike?
Oh yeah, heck yeah. How many do you need? Do you want...
2 or just a pair.
Just a pair?
Yeah, just 2.
Regular sending stones or multi-frequency sending stones?
Multi-frequency, please.
Yeah, that works right now. Yeah,
Nice. So, on one side of the stones, you've got the sigils that you tap, and on the back it shows the sigil sequence for the stone that you're holding. If you want somebody able to access if you want somebody able to reach your sending stone, they need to know the sigil sequence for your sending stone. And then, likewise, if you know the sigil sequence for somebody else's stone, you tap those sigils on the front of the stone, and that way you can communicate with them. Get it?
Alright. Yep.
Good.
Alright, thank you.
Yeah, anything I can do to help the fight. Oh, this is exciting. Finally getting rid of Havana.
It's gonna be a while still, so don't get too excited.
Oh yeah, I know. It's gonna take a while, but this is good. This is good. So what do you do?
Alright. Next person on our... whatever it is we're doing today.
It's our goodbye list, is I think, not General, but, God, I forgot your whole character's name again. Bloody, I forgot her name.
Viola?
Yeah, Viola. As we walk. Wynn, did you have a second plan?
Second plan of what?
Well, you made it seem like we may possibly fight them soon.
Gwen?
No, I do not.
Okay, I was... you got my hopes up. Thought you had a backup plan. I mean...
No, but This wood, where is it found?
The
Hey, well,
aloft trees. You may occasionally find them in the material plane, but even then, it's usually because they've drifted through from a thin place. Aloft trees are unusual because they're a wood that is lighter than air, and when they grow to maturity, once they have enough buoyancy to overcome the weight of the ground that's holding them down, they lift up into the air, taking their little clump of dirt with them. And of course, if you can harvest these trees for their wood, then you can use the wood to make lighter than air ships.
That's cool.
Another
Wilhelm will explain.
Go on.
Because, yeah. No, I said Wilhelm was going to explain. Wilhelm will explain all of that to Gwyn.
Mm-hmm. Technically, you could make like floating cupboards and stuff as well, but you know. Desk chairs that just hover.
Oh, no more wood scraping on wood.
Yeah.
I could do a lot of things if we get those. But, yeah. Acquiring them may not be too much of an issue. It's just, that's... I don't know. I think that should... While it's on our bucket list, we should take our time to focus on other things as well. Before we can even try to fight those three, we need more power.
Yeah.
Or,
yeah.
Or to reduce their power.
Yeah, or to reduce their power without killing civilians.
Yeah.
We'll be fine. Everything's fine.
Then on the way to, I forgot her name again because my memory is dog awful.
Viola.
Viola. On our
It's
way
also
to Viola.
the name of an instrument.
I know. I used to play that instrument, so I don't know why I'm forgetting it. That instrument is awful. Yes, I know, that's very weird, you know? You don't meet everyone plays the violin. No one plays the viola. The viola is awesome.
That's cool, yeah. I just think it's funny that it's an instrument that you used to play and you still don't remember the name of it. That's funny.
I'm very bad at remembering things. Did we pass, like, on our way there, did we pass, Brazos at all?
No, that's a different part of town.
Okay, I wasn't too sure. I thought so, but I just want to check.
You can go back that way if you want.
We'll afterwards.
So where are you gonna go now? What you doing?
Viola's right.
Viola? Okay. Gonna go to the club.
We're going to Club Purge.
Alright. So yeah. So you go to Viola's club, and as usual, the bouncer asks you to leave your weapons and magic items at the door.
Can you ask Viola to come outside this time? I'm not leaving all my random stuff with some random guy.
Oh yeah, that's smart. Instead of staying inside where she's safe, she's gonna come out here where you can shank her. That's of course.
Well, she knows us, so we'll see. Can you tell her it's Wilhelm? And he will just wait, because he trusts Viola's guards. He's just not trusting this guy. He does not know this guy.
This guy pulls out a sending stone and speaks into it. There's a Wilhelm out here to see you. Viola's response would be,
is he alone?
no.
Hey, Viola, we need to talk. If you're able.
Some
Well,
stuff is
do-
going down.
Do you really feel like? Yeah, I'll be right out. I don't feel like having you stand there and collecting all of the stuff that man has. You'll be for an hour. Just on him.
All right. Veal looking.
Wilhelm's going to smile at at Veal's bodyguard and be like, "See, I told you."
He's a big dude. Like, he's probably got some ogre blood in him somewhere.
Oh, that's okay. This is the guy that Wilhelm arm wrestled because he didn't think Wilhelm was strong enough, and Wilhelm almost broke his wrist, and he was like, "Yeah, you stay outside."
All right.
So she comes linking out in her Blair Panther form.
Okay.
Oh, come on. Is Panther form any way to greet your friends? How you been, Viola? It's been a while.
It's my most graceful form.
It's good to see you again.
Yeah, so what, guys?
When you got this?
We got kicked out by 3 demigods.
Kicked out of what? Your home?
No, they gave us a. Okay, just basically telling us to please leave because we're making this place too good,
Yeah,
according
I'm
to their
not just doing
future sites.
Yeah.
I see. And that's a new one. Okay, where are you going?
Coal
We
City's the plan.
were wanting to go to Coal City, but Tallulah reminded me that there's a chance that we would succeed by making City of Gate better.
The reason why they want to kick you out is because you're going to ruin their plans if you leave. If you don't leave. So don't leave and ruin their plans, was basically what Tallulah said.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
So, all a revolution may come.
maybe not yet, but it's on
Yeah.
the way.
I have a feeling I know who you're talking about, and your best bet is to not put,
Not what?
not.
It keeps cutting out.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm cutting. I'm not necessarily cutting out. I'm actually stopping because I am forgetting the words.
Oh, okay.
My brain is like, what's the word I'm trying to use?
I have no idea because you haven't said it yet.
Thank you. Fall back, regroup, come in with plan.
Yeah. Like, we definitely would need to leave Gate, but we'll have allies in town to inform us of stuff.
Yeah.
As much as you guys have done for this town, finding that won't be hard.
Allies. Yes.
Who knows? Maybe we'll get the other branches of the Helsingers
Maybe.
and other towns on our side.
Well, if we can make things better in Coal City, then it's also highly likely we could just form our own army from the remnants of Coal City. If we can just make things better there.
That or figure out like how
Okay.
to
To militarize it.
do that multiverse thing.
Or,
I'd rather not militarize a whole bunch of citizens, but we might need to fight these 3.
or all 3.
Yeah, sure, we could do all 3 and just be doing really well.
I mean, the better prepared you are. If you're truly going to have to try to take on
Demigods.
demigods, then the more
The more the
options, yeah, the more things you have, the better off you're probably going to be.
Yeah.
Let's get our merry band together.
Indeed. We're knights of the round table. We dance when we're able. We do routines, chorus scenes, and impersonate click cable. Or is it
But
more like we're men in tights?
I think Wilhelm's the only guy, so I don't know if we can be men in tights. It's women in Wilhelm in tights.
But I will do my best to mine information here, like I always do, and if anything juicy comes up, I will get it to you guys. I'm going to assume that since she's a successful business owner, you're not going to argue me having her have a sending stone.
Not gonna what now?
Argue with her having a sending stone.
She can have a sending stone. Yeah, absolutely.
Ooh.
Do you?
Okay.
So would you give? Would you share? Would you trade signal sequences?
That's pretty much what I was getting to. Is I'm going to have them trade signal sequences. You guys have a sending stone. I'll give you my contact information. You give me yours, and if anything happens, that way we can get in touch with each other and get the situation rectified.
Yeah.
Quickly and safely.
Sounds good to me. Wilhelm will memorize
the revolution. Build an underground.
I wish you all luck.
Viva la
Although,
resistance.
given that it's you guys and you're still here, luck really isn't an issue. So,
break a leg.
Yeah, keep doing what you guys are doing, and I will keep doing what I do best. Have a good rest of your day. I do need to get back to my customers. It's just about time for the next performance.
You have a good day.
All right.
The revolution has begun. When he said the next performance about to begin, I thought of this sort of thing.
Not furry enough.
Not furry enough?
Oh my god.
I mean, probably.
Your Jessica Rabbit, would it be an actual haranguin?
Because she's in her cat, her Were Panther hybrid form.
Yes.
And her dress is probably a dark green currently.
Fair.
Or like a dark it's either a forest green or a dark emerald green.
Fair. Why don't you do right?
All right, I think. I don't.
Yeah.
What else we need to
You're breaking up a bit.
I said, is there anybody else we need to go see, ladies and gentlemen, or lady and gentleman?
I just got to run by Brazzers real
Wow.
quick, but I can just do that real quick, and then I can meet you guys back at the place.
Okay.
We're gonna recast the mansion.
Question.
And then...
Did we see the Coal City branch when we were there briefly
The Coal City branch?
of Braziel's?
Not when you were there, but Gwyn did get to see the back room.
Yeah. When we know that he has like one in every town.
Mm-hmm.
Oh wait,
Roughly.
Wilhelm probably has seen the. Yeah, Wilhelm's seen the back room too. Yeah, never mind. Yeah, don't gotta go there. I forgot about that. Yeah, Wilhelm's
You know
got the
that
teleportation.
he's everywhere. It won't be
Yeah.
goodbye. He's got a shop everywhere.
Yep, we'll see about that. Yep, off we go. Back to...
Hey, Wilhelm, when you when you see Brazio, can you ask him a question for me?
Yeah, sure.
Can you ask him if he has a shop in Havana?
I can probably tell you no. Yeah. No. Well, since he's Wilhelm's trained with him, Wilhelm could probably say pretty steadily no.
Yeah.
I keep forgetting about that.
You are correct.
Yeah, no.
You are correct. He doesn't.
I'm afraid he does not have one there. No, that's a little beyond even Braz's reach.
Yeah.
It was worth a shot of asking.
If he did, we'd have a very easy way in, but yeah, I'm afraid they're pretty good about making sure that kind of stuff doesn't happen there. Well, honestly, you'd be surprised if there's any practitioners of the arcane within Havana's realm.
No, there isn't. Any excess power goes to Havana.
Then I guess it's back to the shop and to the mansion, and Wilhelm is going to get everybody out. Tell the dragon, I need you to back out really quick so I can recast the mansion.
Recast what?
The mansion.
Recast the mansion. Alright.
Yep, because I assume we're going to spend one last night here and then in the morning just leave.
I believe that's the plan.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
Which works
And in
because
the meantime,
something he wants to do.
Curie would have had plenty of time to bring your paladin mentor
Yay!
back from the dead.
We can
He's probably
send back.
he's probably gonna be a little bit confused. He's been in a ring for quite a while.
Well, I mean, he's had a day or so to prepare for this because we talked about it. That
true. But still, I imagine getting a body again after having been a magic item for a while is going to be a bit of an adjustment period.
Maybe.
But still.
Yeah, but he's not suffering from the resurrection sickness because he would have had it in true rest, and that does not have any drawback.
Yeah, it's not mechanical. It's psychological. Does that make sense?
Yeah. I'm just saying that he doesn't have a mechanical prep. I'm going to give him I'm going to slowly try to give him a rundown of what we've learned and what's been going on, and kind of see if he's coming with us, or if he's going to stay here and try to rebuild the church properly.
Somebody needs to stay and and keep this town from falling into ruin. At least I can try to hold the decay at bay until you return.
Just be subtle about it. I'd hate to see you. I'd hate to see the eyes that fell upon us fall upon you.
I doubt there is much I could do alone.
This may be true.
The hand of destiny is yours, not mine, I feel.
I don't. Yeah, but while that may be, you're still the one with the fancy sword.
Yes. Honestly, I'm surprised you didn't take it for yourself.
I still haven't earned the right to such a sword.
What would it take to make you feel like you've earned it?
That's a good question. I've never really thought about it. A lot of it was avenging you or what have you, and things. I haven't taken out the group that
You've done better.
actually.
You've done better than avenge me. You restored me to life.
Yeah, I get that. I didn't. Yeah, I hear what you're saying, and honestly, you're still my superior. So if you like thrust the thing in my hands and said, "Take this," that's an order. There wouldn't be much I could do. But
I want you to believe with conviction that you've earned it.
then let us wait and see if me and my compatriots are successful in Coal City, and when we return here, I may finally think I am worthy.
So be it. See you in Coal City. Is restored.
And she will definitely bow to him and all that fun stuff. And will you be making your way back to the temple now, or later? And
Once I
do
get
you
my,
want to go back?
once I feel sure of my feet, I will.
All right. Well, do be careful. This is City of Gate.
I am aware.
And while he's inside the mansion, he's safe.
I was aware of much while my body was a vampire.
God, we should have bought some more.
Sorry?
You don't. I said, God, we should have bought some more. You don't happen to have a
Bought some more what?
sending stones?
Or you can go grab. I didn't honestly think about it. Yeah, we definitely should have grabbed more than two. The one I grabbed is for the shop, because I reckon the shopkeep's probably going to want to stay unless we convince him to bugger off with us. But if you want, well, let me ask.
I would have
The
thought you'd
shopkeep-
have got one for at least for each of the party members.
Yeah. We'll say Wilhelm did that. I'm an idiot and I wasn't thinking. Wilhelm would have been smart enough to grab enough. Yeah, he'll grab enough for each party member, then like 4 or 5 extra, knowing we have some allies we can keep here in town.
Mm-hmm. And because it's part of the because he believed it was part of the liberation efforts, he would have happily have given you all of that for free. So, no problem.
I mean, they are for the liberation effort. It's just going to take time because we need prep. We need to prepare forces. Because I mean, there's going to be a lot here. We're talking about waging war and overthrowing the government. This is going to be fun.
Well, this is the thing. There is no government in Coal City.
Yeah, there is no government. It's just kind of overthrowing the secret powers behind it.
You're trying to take down gods.
Yeah. Okay. Player question: are they legitimate gods, or am I right? Are they just demigods? Like, are we fighting like actual gods?
So,
They are,
go on.
if I'm not mistaken, they are on the cusp of. They're right at that thing where they're not quite gods,
Yeah.
but they are. They basically are. Like 1 or 2 things more, and they'd have to stop being on the material plane because their mere presence would work reality.
They're also not entirely here. Like, like Magister, for example, his true essence is in his phylactery, not the body you see walking around. Havana doesn't have a single body anymore. His presence is a network that through all of his amulets, and Granma exists out of time and space. So, yeah. But they were originally mortals that, through shenanigans, developed a great power.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I just had to make sure I had the right idea of what level they're sitting at, and yeah, it's a fair bit above us.
Oh yeah.
But this time, guys, I did spawn the mention with boost, so feel free to have, I guess, what'll be one last going away party for us with everybody. And we'll be out there in a little while. I got a new magic I want to toy with.
What's the new magic?
Oh, he's fucking making a simulacrum of himself.
Yeah.
He's so curious about this. AKA, I've never gotten to cast this spell before, and I'm really intrigued by the thought of it. So we're going to simulacrum.
Nice. Where you gonna get the snow from?
I thought we didn't require components after level 20.
Oh yeah, that's right.
So yep, he's just
Shucks.
creating himself.
Foiled by my own petard.
I was going to fly over to one of the nearby, because since we're kind of in, like you said...
You're not that far from the Frostlands. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I kind of figured. If we were far enough away that Will could just fly over there super quickly, haste himself, and just fly the redonkulous amount of feet a turn and get back in.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. But yeah, he is going to go ahead and simulacrum. And that's like a 12-hour ritual, so he will be gone for a while. So that's why he made the mansion with enough stuff for everybody to kind of party,
Party.
Yep.
Woot. Okay.
That's something.
What? Yeah, so you'd be just having one last shindig at the herbalism shop and then leaving in the morning. That's the plan.
Yep. They start heading out of town.
Okay. Well, I know we're go on.
I was going to say, once Wilhelm's simulacrum is made, he's also going to use Wish for it. I don't know if we're ending it here or end it in the morning, but he's going to use before he goes to sleep so he doesn't.
He's also going to use Wish, you said?
Yeah, he's going to have the simulacrum cast Wish, because I took Wish as my 9th level spell.
Okay, what is the simulacrum going to use its Wish for?
He is going to wish for 20. What? There's like a certain amount, isn't there? Like it's like 2,500. Hold on.
Oh, okay.
He's going to wish. Yeah, he's going to wish for gold. So he's going to wish for 2,500 worth, like 2,500 pieces of.
So you're not
platinum coin.
You're not going to try and do a world-breaking spell, a version of Wish. You're just going to use one of Wish's built-in features, and it is 25,000 gold pieces. Technically, you create an object that's worth 25,000 gold pieces. That isn't a magic item. So it could be.
Is it really an item? Oh my god! I really should have read Wish.
You create one object of up to 25,000 gold pieces in value that isn't a magic item. The object can be no more than 300 feet in any dimension, and it appears in an occupied space you can see on the ground. Which means you could create a weapon or a suit of armor or
but it can't be magic, right?
300 feet you could create a house. Yeah, it can't be magic.
Curiosity. If he wished for like 25 or that much worth of a platinum ore, could he then fabricate it down to platinum coins?
Yes. You could you could create a chunk of platinum, but it would still be 2,500 platinum coins.
That's okay. That could probably fit in like his chest or something. But like a big whole like item for 25,000 gold, I don't think he can fit in anything.
No.
Yeah, so he'll
you
do
could
that.
also
He will-
allow up to 20 creatures you can see to regain all hit points. Blah blah blah. Grant up to 10 creatures you can see resistance to a damage type you choose. Grant up to 10 creatures you can see immunity to a single spell or other magical effect for 8 hours. Or you can undo a single recent event by forcing a reroll of any roll made within the last round.
Oh yeah, he'll just do it. Yeah, I'm not gonna do anything game breaking. I know Wish can normally be used for that, but like, where's
That's
the
what it's
fun?
normally done. People tend
Yeah.
to go, all right, I want to make all of our villains go away.
Yeah, like there's no fun in that. If you're just like, oh, buy enemies, no, don't break the game. Have fun, enjoy it.
There is one of the realities, one of the timelines currently has no disease at all.
Interesting.
Which means there's no decay. There's no rot.
Oh.
There's no yeast. There's no beer. There's no
Yeah,
bread.
no, that sounds like a terrible place for an alcoholic to live. Too bad I'm not an alcoholic.
Oh dear God!
That's all naughty.
There's no.
I didn't realize
There's no cheese.
the dwarves are going to have to be pissed at this point.
Well, all of the pre-existing supplies of alcohol exist, but no new alcohol can be made.
Wait, does that mean like nothing, like nothing can be like
Nothing can rot.
So that means like bodies like won't go away.
Yeah.
God, that's terrible.
Mm-hmm.
So that means stuff is just piling on top of each other.
Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. Even those little microbes that normally break down like human waste, gone.
Oh yeah. Poop doesn't go anywhere. Oh god, yeah, that's a terrible idea. Oh my god, yeah. I didn't wish for something like that.
No germs. No disease.
Oh, and
Alright, yep.
like,
So we're
does that
just gonna-
also mean that people can't age?
No, that's a different process.
Okay,
That's genetic.
alright,
Sadly.
I'm gonna write down that Wilhelm has 2,500 platinum since he just cheesed his way to platinum.
Fair.
It has a simulacrum. But yep, that's all he's doing, and then him and his simulacrum are going to join in the festivities and be like, look, there's two!
Now, this is getting out of hand. Now there are two of them. Now remember, your simulacrum can't regain spell slots.
Yep, which is why he just needed to cast it once, and I'm going to keep the simulacrum around for a while, but he's not going to be, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I have a different plan for the simulacrum, since he can't regain spell slots.
But he is perfectly capable of casting cantrips.
Oh yeah.
Yep, which
Absolutely.
is going to be hilarious, because Eldritch Blast, Eldritch Blast, Eldritch Blast.
And technically, because of the wording of it, he also has portents.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I didn't think about. Oh, and he can ritual cast all my spells too. Oh my god! Oh yeah, that's gonna be great. Oh yeah, all my ritual spells he can do too. So infinite identify.
And he would have, I guess, like from what I remember, all of your knowledge, so he can just act as you.
Yeah.
Well, the main goal with
He
him
is you
is
for all
whenever
intents.
we get somewhere that we can set up and be peacefully, I'm gonna have him start replicating magic items for us that we may need to help make some extra cash, so I don't have to keep wishing stuff into existence.
Yeah, simulacrum is a fun thing.
Yep. So Wilhelm is showing up to the fest, and for once, Wilhelm will actually drink with everybody. So yeah.
Yeah.
Not a whole bunch, but he will drink.
Mm,
He's still a civilized person.
yes, we can. Well, don't worry. I can
There
fix
is-
some of it.
Somebody did point out a cheese with simulacrum, because your simulacrum goes away if you create another simulacrum using the simulacrum spell. Yes?
Mm-hmm. A spell scroll.
If you if you have Wish and Simulacrum, you can use Wish to cast Simulacrum, right?
Yes.
And then that
God.
Simulacrum can cast Simulacrum. So then you have two. And then the next day, you can use Wish to cast Simulacrum again, and that Simulacrum can cast Simulacrum.
That's terrible. I love it. I'm not doing that though. That's too many of me.
I've heard of a different one that actually is even more frightening.
Yeah.
Warlock of the Genie. The class feature of Limited Wish.
Mm-hmm.
To replicate simulacrums.
Yes.
Yeah, no, okay, yeah, Wilhelm's not going to be that broken, guys. Don't worry. I'm not doing all that.
I'm just saying. I heard of something like
Yeah.
you wind up with having
Yeah.
infinite numbers of you, and it's just like, okay, we win because I have a billion of me.
Yeah, there's 600 of me that have 7th tier and higher spells. Do we want to play this game, guys? You may say from Feeble Mind once, but can you say from Feeble Mind 60 times? And they all have portents. And lucky. Oh god, wait, do they get my feats too?
They are exactly you.
Oh god, they all have portent, they all have lucky, they all have silvery barbs. Okay, yeah, we can't do that. No, I don't think. Even if I wanted to, Anthony wouldn't let me do that.
No,
He would stop me.
I don't mind. I love broken mechanics. I think they're fun.
That's
I thought I was
broken.
gonna-
But like,
Oh, sorry.
no, you're good, you're good.
I
I was
mean,
gonna
have
say,
you,
Use exploits.
you go.
That's what they're there for.
have you seen the things I do?
Yeah.
I have, yes.
Did you see the 5,000 damage I rolled once?
Yeah, you are the lord of breaking Anthony's games and making just busted characters.
Once again, I promise I don't always set out to do that.
Uh-huh.
Keyword in that statement is always. But yeah, that is all Wilhelm had planned.
So,
I mean, right in my inventory sequence is sending still.
As much as I think it's ridiculous, I mean, I think you're probably at a good point where we can probably call it, so we don't get too far ahead of
Yeah.
Yuri.
uh-huh.
We could just wake up the next morning, all of us, with
Yeah.
mild
So-
hangovers. Like,
Yeah, tonight you party. And the next day you're gonna
Yep.
head out. Away from the city of Gate.
Yep.
that
towards
we've called
Costa.
home for so long.
Sounds good. So, you okay with us putting a pin in it there?
Yeah, I'm fine with that. As long as everybody else is, because we got. It doesn't seem like we did a lot. We really got a lot accomplished.
Yeah, we did. Yeah, we moved the story along quite a way. Yeah, it's good.
We're leaving the city, but we've also laid the groundwork for a nice underground resistance
Yes.
here that we can come back and take the lead on.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
my!
Did Tula drop off that thing that she said that she's working on?
Probably in the morning.
You'll have that in the morning. She'll need to make it.
Okay, just one. Alright, sounds good.
So, never mind. Wrap up your thing, Anthony.
Okay. Well, it's been fun. I hope you guys listening have enjoyed it as much as we've enjoyed playing. And if you'd like to join a game, I realize that this is a very high-level game. Some people are into that. This is over level 20. It's a level 21 game at the moment.
22.
22? Yeah. If you want to join a level 22 campaign, let me know. And there's a link down below in the description to our Discord server. And in the meantime,